Subscribe for your girl or because. Wager won, let party perform, birthday celebrated, you have your face coming back inside. Beekay, baby boy Guluva talking about football on the outside. They thinking of when they're gonna get out, when the show is ended. Them don't tire already. And men on conversation, Uyanda, Sways, Beekay, Sweet Guluva, and they were serious in some relationship conversation, party and general things that goes on the outside. The girls join in the conversation, and for whatever reason, you have Guluva looking at Mshini in a weird way. You have Uyanda doing same. Those two guys are not talking because they know what they've been saying behind her back, so they were just making faces. It was quite funny. Uyanda now got up more like make me come out the go before Coco Melon would do her thing. Just when he left, Guluva later on also followed suit. But later on, Guluva came to join in the conversation. You have Siphesihle saying that the dress that Guluva sewn for her, she was finding it difficult to unzip and calling on him to come unzip when Nate was right there. And you have Tyrone, who was around and quickly coming to her aid to save Guluva right there. On and on, you have she in a conversation with Beekay and Mandy. They are on chills. They're talking about the whole house when they came the first week, birthday things, and how she likes birthday. She follows Beekay to go sit on Beekay's bed. They were having more conversations. Mandy was also there. I'm like, are we gonna get a kiss that Mandy has been yearning for from this young man's lips? Anyway, a question for the girls, but it did not happen. After Guluva and Uyanda left, you have Muzi entertaining them with some dance moves and Mshini singing. Guluva later changed for the night, combed his beard and head, and went telling Ashley good night and came to bed. Izuku is not having it here. So according to baby girl, conversations where they have with Muzi, his mind is on Nate, Beekay, Mshini matter. Waiting, you wanna go there? Come out they go. Now Muzi is saying that what did they happen? Why are you two sleeping in this position? If no one wanna say me, I won't say he's hiding behind alcohol, dragging Beekay and Nate and saying that Omo is sweet keke. And Loki, he won a Pepe in Zuku because he likes that baby girl. That baby girl, they won't chase Beekay. Muzi is another clown. I like him. On and on, you have Mshini also calling Beekay. Beekay, I'm waiting for you. Come upstairs. And Beekay didn't show up. Then she said, I'm disappointed. Nate, the storyteller, is also keeping people on their toes. For once, we kind of felt she was sharing a love experience with another lady, only to care, bend, and arrive at cost 0 effort. But no wahala. According to her, a friend made a lady pass the night over at her place, and her pet destroyed the lady's property, the bag that the lady came up with, without her knowing because she went sleeping. And she woke up later to find out the lady was even shivering, and she offered a blanket. But the lady took it chills, was not perturbed, was not pissed off. And maybe it was sign it's for her, you see. And you have Tyrone saying, and that was it. Girl is like, yeah, that was it. Hey, Nate. These gang members began calling themselves up, and they are downstairs waiting. They go on. Gang members are ready to enjoy their cake. So you have Beekay saying that he will eat his own tomorrow. Nate likes food. She had her own share. Swiss Tyrone had their share. They even wanted to eat it all. Tyrone instigating that. And he said, no, tomorrow the house would also need some. Once they are sleeping, they want to eat the cake fresh. So they are awake and they are not going to wait for anybody. So they took a portion of it. And it is that time that they brought the bouton. Nate has repackaged it. It is untouched. And they're thinking of keeping it in a fridge or microwave or waiting to put it somewhere. And tomorrow the house will share. Some internet people kind of feel, Nate, we know you to do better. They said you've eaten it. How about you eating it in their presence to confirm that you've eaten it? And you also have Swiss turning and asking, boy, why are you still here? If you are not eating your cake, how about you going to join Mshini? She's waiting for you upstairs. Boy said, I'm not going. Nate said, He said, I'm not going. Then he turned from cake conversation to saying that, why was she on your neck? I'm like, oh. So he was jealous. So he lacks communication or what? That boy. So between Mshini and Beekay, I don't think it is love that is not there. The two want to be chased. They don't make time to have proper conversation about what they want, and it is what it is. They're playing cat and dogs game. BK wanna blame Swiss, and Swiss just turned looking at BK and went like, I'm not doing this. So, and he began to sing to whisper. He was so funny. More like, this boy wanna do this again. So you did not go to your girl, and you wanna blame me because she was on my neck enjoying herself at pool party. Hey, Nate self don't tire. Nate is like, I don't even know this one again. Like, she's even tired of her own gang waiting. And of course, I told you Mshini says she's disappointed because she equally does not know that being around Swiss got boy jealous. So being on somebody's neck alone, oh yeah. Finally, it is 99th. It's a new day. Mshini goes doing her laundry in conversation with Mandy, and they had to lock the garden dogs. They are inside. Guluva is awake. Laid his bed, goes straight to have convo with Ashley, and he's back in the garden after breakfast and having conversation with Uyanda and boy Tyrone. They're talking about relationship. He's talking about making Mama proud. Mama wants to always see him respect girls regardless of his temper, and he always want to prove Mama more like right and wrong at the same time, that I am good around women. Mama, look at me. I am that good. He's talking about his first relationship, 8th grade, 9th grade, and how it ended because they went to different places. Not that they did not like each other, but they just moved on academically. And while we were talking, Siphesihle joins the conversation. She did not greet because she greeted during the jam. And boy is like, so you're not saying good morning. Girl is like, oh, good morning. And she's now conscious and going, I've greeted all of you. So the back and forth, they all agreed, oh, she's greeted earlier. Guluva being a little affectionate towards her, and she equally reciprocating their energy. And whilst Guluva was talking about his relationship and how his first and last has been with a lady at grade 5, and he was done with girls, all he does is, more, if my somewhere they itch, all I need is to go for person where go fit scratch, give me hate and run thing where they do. Siphesihle now went like, oh, until you met Ashley, and boy clocking the gun and doing po, more like yes, sort of. He said he wants a lady who knows what she wants. That is one thing about him. If the lady does not know what she wants, it puts him aback, regardless of his affection for that person. And you also have Siphesihle saying that there is more to a man than pretty face, and she is good where she is. She's also sharing her relationship. Then they asking her, you see how she's been closer to Guluva, yeah? So you have Uyanda and Tyrone gaslighting her and saying that, but if your partner is watching you, they think everything they go on all right. Then she's like, why not? Am I overdoing things? My partner knows this is a game. Have I gone doing anything? And they said, okay, we want to hear more about your partner. Then she's like, yeah, I've told you there's more to it than pretty face. This is what I do. This is what he does. And they calling her, come and continue your story. We know they done. We want to hear. And she was running, and Guluva want to pull her back until she left. The moment she left, minutes later, Biggie calls Guluva to the diary room, but camera did not show what went on. Then, just when he left, Biggie calls Siphesihle to the diary room. Biggie, I can smell it. What's going on? He want to spice up his show with the way these two are having strong chemistry, friendship, whatever that they got going on. Guluva has fans, they will defend him. Siphesihle does not, and she's likely to suffer the consequences in the hands of social media people. Another storyline to spice up the show. I just hope they leave stronger in peace and not in pieces. Guluva goes to check on Ashley's picture the second time for the day. You have Nate in the kitchen with Beekay and requesting for a hug from boy, and boy willingly obliges, giving her a hug. After eviction, Ashley is being on her usual interview and making rounds. Different questions keep popping up, and you have them asking whether she likes or dislikes Mshini. Is Mshini good or bad person? And girl said neither. She does not hate her. She does not like her. She's not a good person. She's not a bad person. She said, it's a game. Oh, I went there for a game. My own game has ended, so I'm okay. I'm minding my business. Low key, more like, can we move on already? But some internet people are like, see her body gestures. See how her face don't redden. That one was not stable talk, This girl really hates Mshini. What she's saying is different from her body gestures. I'm like, whoop. Some may be saying, this thing where Guluva is inside the house recruiting Uyanda to hate on Mshini, making Mshini the topic when Mshini has not stepped on him. It is all because of Ashley. I'm like, whoop. So now, personally, I am very glad that she has control of her social media around narratives in order not to step on toes and to give narratives that are not good for her pedigree. Already a lot has happened with how she started the show and certain things she kept saying. So this is not the time to give clout to social media people who want to make money. So I am very glad how she's saying her thing. It's okay to not like somebody, but you are asking, you're like, oh, I'm okay with her. After all, Master Ispill, when I tell you what you go do for me, you're going to give me money or waiting. Hey, I like it for her being political with her answers and being very conscious. Like those people, they want to devour me or make her run for my life. She want to be in the social media space. She want to make sure that her craft stays and she becomes influential in the tomorrow yet to be seen. What's your take on today's video? Do you think Beekay is gonna survive eviction because of his conversation that he had with Mandy? Do they want to keep him to keep spicing the show up? And is it the right decision him letting Swiss know that he did touch my baby, he did carry him, I did jealous? Do you think Swiss will keep doing it on his face? Because that's Swiss, another Wahala boy. And is there a narrative that production want to cook? Or there is nothing like that? A show is a show and they sign up for it and it's entertainment non-stop. What do you think is going on? And for days now, because of what Smash did, Beekay, Nate, they were quite off. And what happened with Monday nomination, Uyanda smearing SHIT on Nate, she was really off from the show, but got up getting a hug from boy. Is she back in her element, or you think it's not enough? Who will go home? The voting chat before closing last night, it was not looking good for some people, Nate included. Yes, but it's not like she's in the bottom three, but she is really on the losing end if more people should be evicted. Who is going home? Who is staying? You're taking the comment section. Adios.